Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to TTBurger Game Reviews, and I am Tony, aka TTBurger88. Now, I have a question for you all here. How many of you wonder what it would be like to be a spider? I have wondered the same thing and asked myself, what would I do if I was one? Now, why am I talking about this in a game review? Well, for today's episode, I will be looking at a side-scrolling game that involves a spider. And before I start, no, I am not talking about Spider-Man here. That game in question is Spider the video game, on the PlayStation by Boss Game Studios and Take-Two Interactive, released in 1997. As always, the best place to start off the review is with the story. The story of Spider the video game starts off with a scientist named Dr. Michael Kelly, who is working on an experiment that involves transferring his thoughts into a machine-like spider, and the experiment is a success. However, a company by the name of Microtech was secretly watching him because they want the technology and the experiment. While doing this, they accidentally shot Dr. Kelly and wounded him badly, and he is knocked unconscious. Also, the equipment was severely damaged while shut down and unable to disconnect the transfer of Dr. Kelly's connection to the spider. Dr. Kelly is then kidnapped by Microtech. Unaware to them, his consciousness and mind are still being transferred to the spider. Now the spider, who is Dr. Kelly, proceeds to follow Microtech to get his human form back. And I have to say the story here is fantastic and fits the game perfectly. Graphically, Spider the video game is one of the best looking games on the PlayStation. The spider character model looks very detailed, and the background and enemy models are also well done, and the game runs at a very smooth frame rate. The cutscenes are also very detailed and still look great to this day. Sound-wise, Spider the video game also shines. The music is my favorite part of the sound. It ranges from a variety of rock and techno tracks that go with each level. The voice setting is also really good, although there isn't a lot of it. The gameplay in Spider the video game is also excellent. Like I mentioned, you play as Dr. Kelly, now in the form of a spider, as your goal is to get to the end of each level by collecting computer chips that allow you to progress each level, and by collecting CDs that take you to the bonus levels. You will also spend time collecting DNA throughout the game, and getting 100 of them will earn you an extra life. There is a big variety of levels, ranging from sinks, boxes, laboratories, and more. During each level, you will find a variety of weapons to choose from. You start off the game with a slash attack, and along the way you will get missiles, boomerangs, flame, and electricity power-ups, and more. The enemy AI is very well balanced, even though there are times where they can be kinda cheap, but for the most part, they are very well balanced and work well. The controls may be a little complicated at first, but you will get used to them very quickly. You move with the D-pad. The X button lets you jump and spin a web while hanging upside down. You can press down and up on the D-pad to extend or retract the web strand. To swing on the web, press left or right. You can then press the X button again to let go of the web. The R1 button lets you switch between your front, right, or leg weapons you have available, while the L1 button lets you switch between your rear, left, or right leg weapons you have available. The circle button allows you to fire your front weapon, while the square button allows you to fire your rear weapon. Now, even though I do enjoy this game and I had a lot of fun with it, I do have a complaint here, and that is there are times where the game can be overly difficult for no reason whatsoever, especially later in the game. And that's mainly due to the fact that if you get hit twice, then you die. But honestly, I can overlook this because the game is still beatable and playable. And now for my final demerit. Spider the video game is definitely a must-buy, especially if you are a fan of side-scrollers and fans of the PlayStation and such. I give Spider the video game a 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. This is Tony, aka TTBurger88. Peace out, and keep spinning webs, my friends.